Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So, coming into the final round of the Myrtle Beach Invitational, last round for this week's TGC Tours Challenge. Let's see what we've got facing us here. Alright, on the gold tees, fourth pins, but we do have a low wind. Fairways stay firm, but the greens are down to moderate and green speed is down to moderate, so should be a little bit easier to control things. Alright, so got some shadows. I don't know if that's early morning or getting into the evening. Not sure. A little bit open, but not terribly, but enough that I got... Ooh, at least I did stay out of the sand. I'm like, enough that I got in the sand, which is not great. This will probably be what I need. I'm going to go way over, though, because I've been a little wrong. Wow, especially when I do that. But, alright, we got on. I think we're up and over the crest. So, yeah, a good approach there. Okay, I think it's going to do a little bit more there. I've had trouble with this one, that's for sure. I was like, uh-oh. Not going to come back. And too weak, so I got to remember moderate's likely going to need kind of full power and not be conservative, but I don't think it would have come back enough. So I swear on that one I had always let it go too far at the beginning, and then it never came back enough, and I probably was too conservative this time. Ooh, this is not a good start this morning. So yeah, the next day is when I'm playing these, so gave myself some rest, but dialing it in isn't working. Alright, I've been out of here before. We're going to go... Alright, better. A little bit closed this time. Whoop. Again, these were kind of... After the drive, we're letting them go. Although I guess on a par 5, if I'm not getting to the green, I think that's more what people are looking for, is like what's happening on the green. Because it's moderate, we're going to try it here. Alright, we got full power. Nice bounce, but ooh, a bigger rollout. That's what I was worried about, that the rollout would be really long. And it was 77 yards instead of... So it was like another 16 yards on the end. But I don't know, because we did hit kind of the hill. It might have been much less otherwise. But this may be the first time, unless this somehow falls, which it does not, that I have not gotten a birdie or better on this hole. Ah. Heck. Alright, well, I'm getting a bogey on this hole, which is even worse. It might be the first time I bogeyed a par 5 in this event. So that's definitely not a great outcome. 4-iron. It's always a trick here. We are gaining a bit. I don't know, let me try it. I think I'm going to be far, far too short. Alright, at least we dialed in on the... Oh my god, it will be far, far too short, because yeah, it's not going to have enough oomph to get up the hill here. Oh, no, it did. Alright. Thank goodness. I was like, it's going to roll back, and it'll be even worse. But no, it actually worked out okay. Long putt. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, it hit the hole, but it hit the hole. Oh, come on. How is that too hard? I don't understand. So maybe I do need to be a little more conservative than I thought. Goodness. Well, now that is 2 bogeys in a row. Not a good start to this round in any way. But again, off the far tees, it's 280, almost 5,500 yards here. So it's a long way. Okay, we're still downhill. We're going to choke the approach. Going to go over that way. Ooh, now we're to the left. So hit it closed. Ouch. Alright. That's not good. Now we'll go to the pick. We'll bring it up. We're going to go all the way up. Not on target to the pin either, but not bad on the position. A little bit further than I would have liked for sure, but alright, looks good. Thank you. Alright, a little bit longer putt, putting that into the cup. Just keeps the par. Ooh, worried about the, we'll see what we hit here. We are in heavy rough. So we're going to go up a bit. All right, nice. On target. All right, again, on the same level. That's always kind of the important thing, because then we're not dealing with distance. And it's, oh, so it's too hard every time. I don't understand. Yeah, that was right across the center of the hole. So it's interesting, because moderate you'd think would be okay. Uh, 7%. I think we're okay. It's a pretty wide fairway. Yep. And now, let's see, we're going to lose 6 yards, so we're going to choke this up. Okay, a little bit left. Nice bounce, nice, oh, really nice bounce. Definitely more toward the hole. So that ended up pretty good. All right, birdie. So I pulled myself back to 10 over. We're now 1 over for the round. Heading into the 7th hole. So again, it's laying right up front. Ah, way closed. What was that? Yeah, I mean, it got a decent bounce and all, but Alright, so we're going to need kind of a regular flop here. Let's go with that. I think that'll be good. Kind of at the pin, but not really. Alright. I was a little conservative, so maybe too much so. Ah, it's not going to come back. I think the pull, you know, it wasn't a wonderful shot, so the pull moved it to the left some and was enough not to fall into the cup. All right, par 5. So, it works out, but so the front 2 par 5s I tended to pull a birdie out of. So we'll see. 15 feet up. That's almost the same. Oh boy. That was a big one. What kind of bounce are we gonna... Oh, the second bounce straightened me out. At least got me on the green. But yeah, not the kind of shot I really wanted. Because again, now we're not on the same level, and this creates stuff I don't really want. So I just need to barely get to the hill. Come on, get there. Don't you dare. You're going to stop on the hill? Oh, come on. That doesn't seem right. Because now I've got to contend with the hill twice. It does come back, but not enough. So all we're going to get is par. So, yeah, I guessed wrong on the other one. And again, maybe because it was moderate, it had a little more grip. All right, there we go. All right, and we hold up short of the fairway, so that's not great. Well, I mean, it is great. What am I saying? Not great. No, that is good. We're going to be over, I think, off the level. Yep. No. Yep. See, now it hit there, but it's going to roll off. Why didn't it roll down the hill before? So this makes it more challenging than it would have been. Probably not hard enough. It was, but not quite on line. Okay. So 2 over for the round so far, halfway through. Alright, we always have to stay down. Oh, what is going on there? Into the sand. Definitely not the outcome I wanted. Okay, we'll go up. Sand to sand. Alright, I think we can get a 29. That'll work. Alright, kind of on target. Very nice. That should be a gimme, but that's just a par, though. Let's keep that in mind. So the back 9 has been a struggle on this this course. So I tend to lose some more strokes here. And the par 5s I've not birdied or done well on, so we'll see. I'm going to go over that way. Oh, too far now. Oh boy, it's going to end up in the sand. It had a nice roll, but... Alright, well, this should be kind of right there. It is. So can we get a birdie? That's the big if. Can we? Nope. So hard on that slope. Learned from the other side. Don't be quite as aggressive, but another missed opportunity. You know what? I'm going to go full tee shot because I think the wind's going to take everything else off. Alright, straighter, but I don't know that it's straight enough. I think we're still off the edge. Yep. Not by much, but enough to matter. Goodness, really? Gonna play this now? See, it doesn't go anywhere near 75% when you're doing that, so it's a bit of a trick. Alright, we're up, but this is a par 3, so this is already a bogey. But we stopped the bleeding, but we're 3 over in our bleeding, so we're kind of ending up in the same position. Alright, perfect, that's good. We might... Okay, that's alright. I mean, we might roll out off, and we did. Now we're closed. Having a hard time. I'm either way off one way. Alright, didn't quite get to the green. So again, another super flop. I want it a little harder. And now we try to hopefully, should be straight in. So nice and easy for the par. And now the 13th hole, I think, which is not my... Oh no, that was the 13th hole. Like, 13th hole has not been my friend on this course, I thought. But it wasn't too bad. Alright, barely open, so that this will be good. Alright, got the daily quest for what it's worth. A lot of times it doesn't get me what I need, but yeah, with the wind we'll be alright. Okay, not bad, not bad. It's gonna kind of even itself out. What kind of bounce are we gonna get? Oh, got a little stuck on the hill. But we did get up, I think, as long as it stays. It did. So now we're going to head over here. Come on, maybe? Oh, man, I thought... Because it had crossed over. I'm like, it's not going to fall. Alright, so pulled one back. I think this is the par 5, yep. So this is my last par 5. Awful. Because, yeah, it probably cuts me like 10 yards, which is enough. Enough to matter. I don't even understand how... Wow. 214. Oh, but it's dirt. So let's see. This might be too long, but I don't want to not end up on the green, and I've got room behind it. So we're gonna... Alright, we're on at least, barely. Alright. Again, maybe no birdie. Yeah, I don't know that it's going to move that much. It is. It's not strong enough. Wow. Alright, well, we got a par at least. Which, again, I've been able to do. It's not like, oh, gee, it's a great accomplishment on that hole. I've certainly done that before. The 5 wood. Not terrible. It's 5 degrees, but it might be too much. Maybe it'll be good. Alright, we're on. And we're up. That was always, again, the big thing is getting over the tiers. But, yeah. Now I'm going to have different kinds of tiers. Alright. Not online, and a good 8-10 feet too far. Alright, at least we put it in. I did a little jiggle at the end to kind of, because I'm like, I don't know, maybe I need to kind of yank it over. I tried this, you know what, I tried this last time and I got burned. Let me just do what I need to do. It's like visually so tempting. But it's really hard to pull off, so. Now this one's really tricky. Oh, now it's going to go that way. So it's going to be on the wrong tier, because it's going to stay up there, and then we're going to have to go downhill into the... Oh, good, now there's 2 tiers between us. Oh, yeah, this won't be challenging at all. Oh, boy. Because, yeah, we're basically going up and down over that berm. Up and down. Alright, again, probably as good as I could have done from where I was at. Let's see. Ah! Alright, misjudged it. Misjudged the break. So now we have a bogey again. Three over, which is an improvement over the last 2 rounds, but still not what I would really want. It's possible. Possible. It's always possible to get a birdie. But 329. And again, we've got some distance. This will be tricky. I need to get on that same tier. Right, we're on target enough, I think. Just a slight push on the back end. Maybe not. We might be. Yeah, see, it's the way it rolled. I'm thinking I'm like on the... no, I guess we did. We did get there, but let's see. How's this gonna go? And no. Golly gee. Not even strong enough. So we got the par, which has been a real common result on the 18th. But 3 over, ultimately finishing 12 over. I mean, it's a 15-stroke improvement over the last event. I think next time we won't go up a tier. I think we got those ugly pants last time, so I'm sure it's just like a... Yeah, see, it's a shaping thing, so it's a fitting, which I don't need. The progression on the clubs is just basically getting the Evo tool unlocked, which we don't need because we can't go beyond Amethyst. So we're as good as we can be there, but yeah, not Not a finish that's going to get us a tour card, but we did move in the right direction. So overall, I guess we'll call it a satisfying event. As always, if you've enjoyed this, haven't dropped a like, or are not a subscriber, please consider those things, and I'll see you next time.